Alright, hello, it's Sean. I'm back again, and as promised, I came back for Sunnidale Park Fall Edition Part 1. So I'm going to walk along the Arboretum Trail and try and get some of the fall colors. Now, it's either because there's a mixture of pine trees, or because we're not late enough in the fall yet, but the vast majority of trees are still mostly green. Even the birch. I don't think I ever got a picture of these woods. But there are a few orange trees over there in the Arboretum section, so we'll see how much we can get for 15 minutes worth of footage, which is all the room I have on my phone. Okay, here's a nice picture of the tall, perhaps blue spruce tree. Of course, since the last time we were here, they're doing some work in the Arboretum. I think I'm coming up to one of the fall trees. Here's one tree with some orange on it, not as much as I had hoped for, but it's something. And you can see how green those trees are. Look at that. And now, here's an interesting point. The side trails are blocked off, probably because of the construction work, so you're forced to take the outer paved trail in any case. In this case. Well, I'll probably have to come back next weekend and get better fall color pictures of this park. And of course the forest trails and Wasaga Beach itself, because there's still some I want to explore. Now, of course, you can go that way like we did before, but I think this time I'm just going to stick to the outer trail. There's some nice blue spruce by the outer trail, see? It's gorgeous. And of course, when it's winter, I'll come back here, and spring, get all 4 seasons, just like I did at Deep River in 2023. Good thing too, because I ended up being posted out of Deep River. I'm gonna go for the very outer trail by these trees. That's what I did once before. Let's see how far we get. See? This is something I have a distinct memory of from 2008. Of course, maybe it's not the greatest. Oh, well, actually you can get around the trees. They kept them trimmed back enough, I suppose. Now that's interesting. It's a lot more orange. Look, a lot more orange than it is to my eye. And this tree is nearly dead. Only has a few dead needles on it, but it's still standing. Whoa, look at this one. Look at that. Huh. Oh, that's beautiful. That's why this was my favorite park in Barrie, and unlike the waterfront, you don't have to pay $10 an hour to come here. Here's another beautiful tree. You can see some fall colors on the top left of that tree itself. There you go. And of course, what I call the hanging fir tree. Yeah, so beautiful. That's why I love coming to this park. I mean, this is, well, I mean, I've seen the Central Park in Kingston, well, City Park. I've seen other parks in St. Catharines. I mean, but this is a lot like the Royal Botanical Gardens in its own way. Gee, my memory is faulty. I forgot how far it stretches this way. There we go. Now you can see the fall colors there. That should be the good thumbnail. That's the most fall colors I've seen yet on this trip. There's another one through the trees. See? Let's see if I can see it if I get closer. Ah! The sumac. There you go. Oh, that's beautiful. And of course, here's the bushes near the garbage can. There's a park bench behind them. So we're getting there. I mean, there are a few trees that are... And look at how much room there is on the grass to go anywhere along there. I'm just sticking to the outer trail today. That's beautiful, the park bench there under the trees with some of the fresh fallen leaves around it, which show up a lot more orange on my phone than they do to my eye, but hey, that's good. It enhances the color. I hope I'm not getting caught in the woods. I hope I am... Oh, wait, I know where I am. Of course. Oh, look at that. There's some beautiful fall color. And of course, this is Thanksgiving weekend, of course. There's the pine trees, some of them with orange pine needles on them. Ah, yes, this is a beautiful trail. Look at that. Just what I'd hoped to get. Yeah, you can, brief diversion, you can go through this trail and get out onto the field in the woods. This is almost like the deep river trail that led to Grouse Park. That was quite a wonderful time. Don't worry, I got all the fall colors last year there. I started in the spring, May of 23, and got all the colors all through the year. Although this was the first winter, the winter of 24, where I wasn't able to see, the skating rink wasn't available. Oh, look at that. There, see the Arboretum building and everything. That's where we were. So the park narrows a lot this way. Okay, I see. All right. Oh, well, there's a good one. All right, back to where we were. There's a park bench under the grass, so it's quite beautiful all the way around. Here's some more color. And remember, I didn't get any pictures of the fall colors here 16 years ago. So I'm making up for it now. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now we're getting to a couple smaller trees. That's what I need for the... Oh, look at that one. Yes, it was Thanksgiving weekend a year ago when I think I first bought the Space Sword Plus, and we had the lightsaber duels with Josh. Yes, I think that was it. They had recently moved back to Petawawa after spending years away, and I'd been there about 3 years by that point. Let's see if I can get onto the other side of this tree without the sun in the way. Get back a bit. Oh wow, look at that. There you go. There you go. A beautiful red tree just out there by itself. One of the new trees. You can see the protection around the bark at the bottom of the trunk and the cedar chips that keep weeds from competing with it. So we'll just take the park all the way to the end and loop around to get back to my car again. Oh, here we are. Still a lot of greenery. Not a lot of fall colors yet. Alright, we are coming up to the end of the park again, and there's a squirrel, black squirrel, and I'll just go all the way around. Alright, we're at the far end of the park, and you can see the how green some of the trees still are. Getting close to the... Well, that's where part 3 took place. But this is going to be part 1, the full circuit, actually. And we're getting close to the end of the park now, and the trail and everything. And you can see the houses across the street and how those trees are still completely green, most of them. Vibrant Cold Lake right now in Alberta at 54 degrees north. By the beginning of October, all the trees were bare. Now this is interesting. Look at that. But it probably goes right down near the houses, just where I was before. Of course, last time I was here in Barrie, September 30th, is when I went down to the Mulcaster subdivision and got pictures and video for the first time of the park below where I used to live, which was coincidentally the last time I lived at someone's house. But it was the only way to find rent that cost under $2,000 a month just for a 2-bedroom. Besides, by next summer I'll be living somewhere else, hopefully in my first purchase property, and of course on Sean's travels you'll probably get a full house tour when that time comes. We'll see. Here's the far end of the park. You can see the park behind us, and of course the pine trees near the trail. Of course you see the homes across the street. See, if I had a home like that brick one, it would be perfect. That's all I need. 1 story with a basement. Of course, in this county, they start at approximately $500,000. So I'd be aiming for $350 at most. That condo in Aurelia on Fitness Road. Of course, that assumes I'm still at this base next summer. Oh, these pine trees are beautiful. Pine trees on one side, birch trees on the other, but still mostly as green as they were in the middle of summer. But we'll see what it looks like next weekend. Of course, I'm getting both circuits of the park done on this weekend, weirdly enough. Oh, look at the beautiful orange from the pine needles. Just like in Riverside Park in Petawawa. Well, Pembroke. We saw those videos earlier. Well, there's a good fall tableau. See the summer green fading to the winter fall orange and yellow. That's quite nice. The trail still goes around the COVID Memorial Park, for lack of a better term. It's not a rifle round or something. And there's the trees near part 3 where the hill drops off. It's quite beautiful, the sunflowers through the fence. Yeah, you can see where the trails branch off. So the outer rim trail there, the mid-park trail here, which of course eventually you'll be able to pass through this park and get to it. You can see the beautiful pine trees, the sunlit lawn, and the park benches there. So we're getting close now. Oh, look, there you go. There's a beautiful tree. I'll put that in the center if I choose it as the thumbnail. Okay, so that's about the end of the park for now. I'm back at the parking lot where my car is, so that's the end of part 1, and let's hope for more vibrant colors in part 2 next week. Bye-bye.